He says he's born ready, y'all.
Born ready. That's the way it be.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
We're on the pod again this summer.
Right back at it.
Been taking our time, but school's about to start back, so maybe we'll have a little bit more of some routine going again.
Yeah,
which I'm very much looking forward to.
I am too. I think that'll be great. Especially,
yeah.
I see how you are. I know, like, routine's great for you.
Yeah,
it
really helps.
You kind of get more done that way.
Yeah,
more things you want to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You've got Batman Returns today.
Yeah. I felt Batman Returns because I heard you and Kat were talking about it the other day, and this is just one of those movies I haven't seen this, golly, since I was a kid, right before the Nolan movies were released.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how this movie has a great kind of gothic kind of atmosphere to it, and it just seemed like it'd be just right to revisit it at the right time.
Yeah, well, it definitely needs a good rewatch especially off the pod, just to really absorb everything in it. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie myself. But I have a lot of memories with this movie because I watched it a lot as a kid, and it used to really terrify me.
It is pretty freaky. It's got a really gloomy atmosphere.
Yeah, especially with Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Man, he's just that penguin look, and
looks unsettling.
Yeah, it's very unsettling. And I wasn't accustomed to Tim Burton's style as well, as a kid. So
I appreciate him better with age.
Yeah, so I think it all around, there's just like a really dark, like you said, gothic, gloomy approach to the whole thing, and I feel like that was a little heavy for me as a kid.
It's pretty heavy.
But now I'm curious about watching it. Did you ever watch? I'm sure you've seen the Jack Nicholson one.
Yeah, I did see
Tim Burton did that one too.
Yep, he sure did.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he only did those two.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, how do you feel about the first one?
I like the first one just fine, mostly because of Jack Nicholson. It was never one of my all-time favorite superhero movies personally, just because I didn't really have the same attachment I think a lot of people did growing up with it. Although if I rewatch it now, I probably would find more I would like about it. I always like this one the most personally.
I think this one was always the one that stood out as well.
Yeah, just
and then of
a little
course
darker.
I watched Batman Forever a ton of times.
I've never seen that. I really want to.
That's crazy. You've never seen
I know,
that
isn't
movie.
it? I know it's off.
We should do a movie night with everybody and do
really,
Batman Forever.
We really ought to.
Forever is like it. But the crazy thing is, it looks like a Tim Burton film almost, just with all the color aesthetics and the crazy kind of like vibes it's got going on. It looks really kind of poppy and I don't know. It's funny.
Actually, Joel Schumacher did that one and Robin.
Yes.
I heard that one's really, really fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Jim Carrey.
It's fun. I really like it. It's really kind of like an entertainingly bad movie, but it's definitely not as bad as the one after Batman and Robin. Batman Forever is it's pretty entertaining, especially because Jim Carrey as the Riddler. We got Tommy Lee Jones in it as Two-Face, and you've got who else is in it? I don't know.
It's a pretty big cast.
There's a big cast in it, but it's fun. It's a really fun movie. Kind of dark too, of course, and I really like. Well, Michael Keaton
or Val Kilmer.
No, Val Kilmer.
I was going to say, that's interesting. That's an interesting choice. Yes.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Yes, I love Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's this one, right?
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah, that's another reason. Yeah, I haven't seen stuff like Birdman. It's really great to go back to this because I feel like he was probably had a lot of this in his subconscious when making that movie.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
Yeah, the superhero days.
Yeah, well, it was a good. Oh, Christopher Walken. I forgot he was in this.
Yeah. Nice. Wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's brilliant. Right on.
Yeah, good choice, man. I mean, there's definitely a big superhero kick in the air right now.
Yeah,
we're seeing Spider-Man Brand New Day this weekend.
I know. I'm so excited, dude.
Cannot wait.
I'm so excited. There's been a lot of Spider-Man lore right now. I tell you, watching you and John play the game, I mean, I've been really enthusiastic about all that. Just how brilliant the world building is there.
It's a beautiful game.
Seriously,
massive too.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's like an endless supply right there. The game has to it.
It's really kind of relaxing to play too. Just this web slinging and stuff like that.
Just watch people play that all day. It never gets old. And also you introduced me to a brilliant superhero movie recently.
Yes, sir.
If you want me to go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's unpack it.
Yeah. So Captain America.
Civil War.
Captain America Civil War. I saw this for the first time. August just kind of put it on. I just went in blind. I loved every frame of it.
Yeah,
that was a masterpiece.
It is.
I was not expecting that at all.
It is a brilliant, just entertaining, action-packed, political drama kind of feel, fun movie.
It is, yeah.
And it's jam packed with heroes and
seriously, I wasn't expecting the Avengers this ensemble to go into all that.
It's kind of a mini Avengers movie because there's so many characters in it, but it's Captain America focused, which is really cool. The Russell brothers directed that, and that was their. I think in the Marvel run, that was their second film because they did Captain America: The Winter Soldier right before that, and that movie is brilliant as well. I'd highly recommend that one. But of course, they went on and directed Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, and now they're doing Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up as well, which is incredible. I can't wait. But Civil War is I saw a clip on my feed from Civil War that morning, I think, and I was just like, oh man, I forgot how good of a movie this is, and I was just, I wasn't doing anything that day. I just wanted to relax all day and do nothing, and wanted to watch a movie. And you were coming over, and I was like, I think I got the movie if you want to watch it. And,
that was the perfect call.
And I'm glad because you haven't really been keeping up with the Marvel films and stuff like that. So
it's all very fresh to me. Yeah.
And that movie is a great example of what Marvel peak can be because there is a lot of great films in the MCU. It's just there's so many now, and after Endgame. Marvel kind of dropped the ball on a lot of stuff, so quality really wasn't as what it was in maybe the mid 2010s, But
it sounds like it was like a prime era there, and I think I slept on all of that.
Stuff. So there's a lot of great stuff.
Got an ocean to explore.
Yeah, so I'm glad you really liked it, man. It's a really really fun movie.
Like I said, it kind of just deals with a lot of just worldly issues, but then it's just every superhero kind of has their own dilemma they're facing, and then it's just the way they're all introduced, the way they all evolve in it. It's really
the pacing is great.
Really incredible pacing. Yeah, it's like a 2.5 hour movie that went by so fast, and every moment of that was interesting and entertaining, and really extremely fun to watch. That was so brilliant.
Yeah, and the writing and everything is just so peak in that. All the characters really shine.
Everyone does.
And it's a handful. And you get the introduction to Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Sure do. I wasn't expecting any of that. I was like, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm glad you liked it.
I loved it, man.
Yeah.
I can't go. I really want to go through all the Russell brother movies.
Yeah, like I said,
revisit all the Avengers movies. And, Black Panther. I need to revisit all.
Highly recommend Black Panther, Winter Soldier. I like Doctor Strange a lot.
I need to revisit that. That's one I did see. That's visually maybe one of their greatest achievements.
Very, very cool.
That was insane.
Ant-Man with Paul Rudd.
That's right. Yeah,
that was a fun one.
That was great. And he was great in that Captain America.
Yeah.
I would love to see him stand alone. And I love Paul Rudd, so I'm in.
I'm right. He's like Captain America. He's so funny. Paul Rudd's so great.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I was enjoying Tom Holland Spider-Man. Just when he's in battle, just having these almost kind of goofy one-liners.
Yeah,
it just really worked.
Yeah, he's like, you're not supposed to really be talking during fighting.
He's just throws him Empire Strikes Back while fighting. It's so funny.
It's so good. Very, very fun movie. Marvel's kind of got me back again because of Brand New Day coming out, and then I saw some Doomsday stuff coming out. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I can't wait to see it. And they just announced Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Bring it on, man.
I'm ready.
Brilliant.
Fucking A, man. And David Johnson as the new Black Panther.
Oh, man.
He was an alien Romulus, and he was in that Long Walk movie that I was telling you about, which I guess we'll dive into that here soon.
I cannot wait to see that.
Great movie.
That looks amazing. You've recommended a lot to me lately. That's
I watched it. I ended up watching a good handful of films this month, which I'm really happy about.
Great.
It's been a hard month, on the personal side of things. Lost my poor bandy boy. It's been a week today, and it's more real every day. But it was a hard week. So that Saturday when we were watching Civil War, that was my day. I was just like, I ain't doing shit. I'm just
you're gonna have a day off since that.
And it's been really affecting me personally. But it is what it is. We had a nice little
morning
memorial for him, a vigil service for him. All the homies came out and we toasted to old Bandit, and it's so funny after the fact, man. It's like the universe just shows me more and more dog stuff. Like I'm literally scrolling Pluto, and it's like all dogs go to heaven. I'm like, what the hell?
What the hell, man?
Yeah,
dogs
I was on. I did the same thing. I went on Twilight Zone. I usually fall asleep to Twilight Zone sometimes, and of course, episode has a dead dog in the road. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
The Odyssey, we'll get into that. There's just everything. Every day I'm seeing something about a dog somehow in harm. I'm like, why?
Yeah, why is this happening? Yeah, no, it's now I'm so sensitive to it. I'm like, dude, dogs are just more cultured than I even realized. I think I was trying to pull up Tarantino's filmography. And I was like, well, damn it, can't do Reservoir Dogs now. Damn it, it's like, God, that's so awkward.
But
what's weird timing?
Yeah, so But I managed to watch some movies while in my grieving process here. So, but yeah, man, it's we're about to get back into the kind of, I mean, we're getting ready. The last 4 months of the year, it's kind of crazy, man.
This is weird, man.
It's already
been a weird
flown
year.
by. Yeah, it has been a weird year,
It's been
but
flying by really fast. I feel like done a lot this year.
Yeah.
But it's also it's been a very surreal one.
yeah, we just got done filming some pickup stuff for TV Land just a minute ago. That movie is pretty much wrapped at this point. We got a couple of really small things to do. I'm editing that along the way, and it's coming out really good right now. I'm really excited about it. I'm ready to move forward. I've got some other stuff I'm trying to cook right now. So, and we'll just kind of, we just take it day by day. That's all we can do.
That's the best thing to do. Absolutely.
All we can do.
Absolutely so.
Yeah, man. So you want to get into some movies, I guess, we've
sure.
watched?
Yeah.
I definitely have a good list going here
Right
so
on.
far.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You want me to start it?
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you. I'll have a lot, too.
I'm sure you've got quite a bit, too.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my letterbox this week, but everything's been going good with you, man.
Yeah, everything's great, man. Yeah. Passing aside, I've been doing great this week.
Yeah, good deal. All right. So, last thing I think I talked about was Fantastic Four, the remake of the 2015 Josh Trank version.
That's right.
Which I still recommend to anybody who wants a good sci-fi film.
Really want to see
I
that.
will stand by that movie. I'm your fan, Josh Trank. Okay. So a movie I watched, because Sam Neill passed away too.
Oh, no, rest in
God,
peace.
I know, man. Rest in peace.
I know.
Sam Neill
This is a
passed
great one.
away. That night, me and Wendy wanted to watch a movie in his honor. We were gonna watch Jurassic Park, but I was like, damn, we can't stream Jurassic Park anywhere. And I own 2 and 3, but I don't own 1
damn.
for some reason. I thought I did, but I only own 2 and 3 in like Jurassic World. So I need to pick up Jurassic Park somewhere along the way. So we couldn't find Jurassic Park streaming anywhere. But we did find a movie called Dead Calm,
Man,
1989.
got me so interested in that.
It's Sam Neill and is it what's her name? Nicole Kidman
And Billy Zane.
and Billy Zane.
Golly.
That's all you need to know,
That's brilliant.
bro. It was a brilliant movie. It was
Golly.
really, really, really
That's
good.
an amazing
Directed
trio.
by Philip Noyce, looks like.
Right on.
Really great ocean aesthetic. It's all set on a boat. The
Wow.
whole movie.
Oh, wow.
Besides like the opening scene, and the whole movie's on a boat. It's basically Sam Neill and Nicole Kidman sailing out after losing someone, in their lives, and they're kind of just having like a voyage and whatnot. She's got some, they're grieving, and they see this boat out in the distance, and it's like abandoned, basically, or it looks like it's wrecked. So they're like, this boat is wrecked, and then they see some dude paddling out like on a small boat all the way to their boat, and they're just like, what the hell is this? And then it's Billy Zane. He pops up on this boat, and dude, he's right off the bat. I told Wendy, I was like, that guy wouldn't even get on my boat.
No. He looks like such a bastard. Yeah.
I'm like, this guy would not even get on my boat.
Man.
But they let him on the boat, and he's kind of crazy, dude. And Sam Neill basically just like investigates what happened on the other boat, and he realized some really messed up stuff happened. And Billy Zane is really messed up, and there becomes this huge thing that happens. And Nicole Kidman kind of gets stuck with Billy Zane, and Sam Neill has to kind of try to save the day. It's intense. It is really, really intense. All set on the water.
Wow.
All on a boat.
Sounds unpredictable.
Very unpredictable. Very and just really intense stuff going on in small capacities, and it's I can't recommend it enough. It's very,
You
very
got me
good.
extremely. That's very strong up in my queue
Yeah,
right now.
psychologically,
That sounds
like Billy Zane is nuts.
Man.
Like nuts.
great. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I really want to see more of him.
I need
so
to see
that's-
more of him too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll tell you. Back in my hotel days, that was an actor I met once.
That's
and
crazy.
That was probably my favorite guy I ever met. He was such a cool guy.
That's so
in
cool.
real life. It's totally opposite of his personality. He often plays in the movies.
After I watched that film, I was on Reddit, and I think it was a random thing. It was about celebrities, some of the best and worst celebrities you've met, And someone said the same thing. Billy Zane was one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life, and
he was so nice.
like-
He really was talk. He would talk to you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So,
that's so cool. That sounds great. Yeah, Sam Neill. I need to rewatch some Sam Neill. That would be a great one. Right
Yeah,
there.
I highly recommend it. I think it's streaming free somewhere
Sweet.
on like Roku channel or something. But yeah, it's a really, really, really great film. Definitely recommend.
Sounds perfect.
You know, and I really love that because this theme is going to come up a few times throughout this list here. But I really am starting to really love like the aquatic setting. Man.
Right? It is great.
I love a good like something that like a boat, a pirate, something that happens on water.
So many shades of that.
Because it's kind of intense to film too. I couldn't even imagine making a movie out in the water like that. I mean, I'm sure there's some controlled sets and whatnot. But like the ocean front, like the ocean, like with that being the main setting, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in the ocean, and that's just really kind of venturous. Yeah, it's really different and interesting.
Like
and I really like that.
Yeah, like a great example for me is like Jaws, one of my favorites to revisit. I'm like, man, like the whole second half's out in sea. I'm like, I've always thought that would be so tough to film. That would be such an adventure to make. Like,
so very, very. It scratches that itch for sure with Dead Calm.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, that's very strong up on my queue. I'm rewatching that. I'm going to check out for the first time soon so I can talk. I'll have thoughts next time.
Right on, bro.
That sounds great.
So after that, we ended up watching a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time since it came out. It only came out last year. It's called The Long Walk. A Stephen King adaptation.
I'm really interested in that one.
Really, really highly recommend it, man. I read the book a few years ago. And it was a really great book. It's a very minimal kind of concept, I guess, and setting. The movie, I'm surprised how well it was made. Like it's because it's basically just it's about 50 teenagers who sign up for this lottery to basically win all the money they want, basically for their lives, along with like getting one wish or something. And it's kind of a dystopian future. There's like the government's, corrupted, and they're not allowed to like look at old media and stuff like that. It's kind of a world building aspect to it. But basically 50 kids have to go walk, and there's no finish line. They just have to walk as long as they can.
Phew.
And the catch is, if you can't walk or something happens or whatever happens, like to the contestants who can't keep up or anything like that, they get shot and killed.
Wow.
So it's to the death of walking, and there's only one winner. So it's like it's really intense to think like all these kids are signing up basically to get killed.
Yeah, it's like a death warrant.
And there's only one person that's going to walk away from the whole thing,
insane.
and they have to walk, and they've walked like they walk a long time. But yeah, it's our boy Cooper Hoffman.
Oh yeah,
as a lead.
Cooper Hoffman. That's amazing.
Yep.
Nice.
And David Johnson, who just got cast as the new Black Panther.
Awesome.
They're the two leads, and dude, David Johnson is amazing in it. He's so good.
Really?
Cooper Hoffman, very, very good, man.
Cool,
He's
man.
like both of them. It's basically
more stuff.
Yeah, you see both of those guys throughout the whole movie just talking, and the whole movie is basically them walking and talking the whole time, and then of course then when the shit kicks the fan, like. It's intense. It's really intense. Mark Hamill's like the villain.
Oh man, he plays great villains.
Yeah, kind of mysterious in it, but he does a good job, and I just highly recommend it. It's a really minimal setting and very, very intense, and very great dramatic dialogue, writing, and everything about it. Acting, highly recommend. If you get the chance, check it out.
That's also very strong up in my queue. I really
think that one's on HBO Max right now.
Yeah, you got me sold on that one.
Very good.
Now, would you say that reading the book would enhance the viewing of the movie any? Would probably be okay to just go straight to the movie.
I think you can go straight to the movie, but the book was cool because there were some parts of the movie. It's been a while since I've read it, but I do remember when the movie was happening. I was like, oh, I remember this in the book,
right?
And I thought it kept pretty true to the book. And I thought to me, since I read the book, it was really nice seeing it come to life.
Yeah.
So
that's super cool.
So yeah, I think you can just jump straight into the movie. You wouldn't have to read it, but it is a good read.
Awesome.
Good. I think I have a copy if you want to read it.
Yeah, I'd love to. That sounds great. I'm extremely interested in that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the next one I watched was a 1996 film that I know you want to check out is Primal Fear.
Yes. Oh, I am extremely. I've been interested in that for such a while. I really don't know what's holding me back all these years.
Gregory Hoblit was the director.
Right on.
Edward Norton
Yes, I
and
love Edward Norton.
Richard Gere. Is that her?
Richard Gere, yeah.
Gere.
Oh, he's a great one.
Oh yeah, Laura Linney.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
one.
Laura Linney's in it as well.
She does a lot of courtroom drama
yeah,
type stuff. That's
mhm.
cool.
She was on the Truman Show too.
That's right.
She was great in it,
Really?
dude. She was really good.
That sounds really
So
unique.
I've seen this movie one time in the past, probably when I was only like 13 or 14 years old. I watched it with my mom one time. We would randomly watch like cable movies, on cable or whatever. And yeah, Primal Fear. She was like, "Oh, this is a great movie," and she loves like courtroom drama films. So I started naturally getting into those through her. And this is a great case, and it's been so long I didn't really remember too much about it, but I did remember the ending, and it's got one of the best plot twists. Like, I remember watching this film, I was like, back then, realizing what a good plot twist was.
Yeah.
And that always stuck with me. So watching that movie now, it holds up so well. Like, the acting is awesome. The courtroom stuff is so good, and there's some brutality stuff, like the crimes that are being committed and stuff like that. It's like a really great thriller. It's a really great movie, and Edward Norton he's young and he's just peak, man. He's really, really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that might have been like his first popular movie. If I think about it.
I was trying to wonder that too. Like, it probably was one of his first breakout roles.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I would think. Yeah, but that all sounds. I've just heard nothing but it is like really twisted. I heard it's very unpredictable.
Yes, it really is. That's kind of all I want to say about it, because I would love for you to just go in blind and check it out. But it's a really great film, man. High stakes and a lot of stuff that's going on. Richard Gere, he's a great like his whole character arc along with Laura Linney. They're both like, they kind of play this cat and mouse kind of game throughout the whole thing, and there's just like a lot of stuff that's going on beyond like Edward Norton's case, and it kind of makes it all like wrapped together by the end, very much so. It's good.
Yeah, that was his launch. Yeah, that was the movie that launched him.
Wow, yeah.
Right on. Yeah,
I can see why. Yeah,
he's a big actor in the late '90s. I feel like he was like American History X and Fight Club. Those were
huge. I'm sure. Like right after that, it was just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I think it got really popular after that. So I'm very interested to see that. That's really
Primal
cool.
Fear, very, very, very cool movie, man.
Right on, man. Cool.
Great '90s aesthetic too.
That's awesome.
Really good.
I'm very drawn to that. Yeah. That's amazing.
So yeah, man.
Watching that.
We already talked about Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah,
so that's a
masterpiece.
Yeah. So you're on the Marvel kick now. That's good.
We're there.
Movie just finished up the other night. I know you're excited about.
Oh boy.
1991. Cape Fear.
Ooh, yeah,
Scorsese, dude.
Martin Scorsese.
Ooh, there's a lot to unpack on that one.
Golly, that's such a unique thriller.
It is, man.
So intense.
Dude, I totally was like blown away by the whole thing.
Yeah, dude.
First of all, it feels kind of like a horror film. Like,
it really
it's
does.
Really like disturbing.
It's pretty much like horror thriller territory.
And like when I watched it, it was giving me Alfred Hitchcock vibes.
Very true. Yes.
Especially with the editing and certain shots and things like
Very
that.
similar.
And then after I read the wiki about it, I saw that they were very influenced by Alfred Hitchcock, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Okay, yes."
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Hitchcock lately, so
it fits right in with that. Yeah,
it does. It feels very much like a modern day Hitchcock movie.
Yeah, it's a remake of an early '60s movie.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah, it was surprising it was not Hitchcock. Yeah, watching that, you'd almost think it's a Hitchcock.
But even that one was influenced by Hitchcock.
Yep, sure was.
I want to watch the original. Have you seen it?
I have seen it. It's
yeah,
brilliant.
It's good.
Gregory Peck plays the guy, and Robert Mitchum's the villain in that one. He was the villain in Night of the Hunter. He's very disturbing.
I still need to see that one too.
Recommended.
So,
Gregory Peck's great in that.
Yeah, man. Cape
same
Fear.
year as To Kill a Mockingbird too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. I went in totally blind with Cape Fear. I never went.
Perfect.
I never. I've always heard the name, and I always knew Robert De Niro was the star of it, but I never looked into it because I was like,
so thankful you didn't.
Yeah, because I always wanted to kind of do that. Like, I was like, I know it's Scorsese, I know it's this, I know it's that, but I don't know anything about it. I just kind of want to jump into it blind. And I'm so happy I did, but it was totally different than I was expecting. For some reason, I thought Robert De Niro was the good guy.
Anything but.
I thought he was the good guy. I thought he was stuck on an island or something.
Oh,
I thought there was a
man.
lighthouse. I'm not gonna lie. I just based off the title.
I mean, the title, like the poster, it's very mysterious.
I was like, I don't know. Maybe
it makes your imagination run.
I thought he was the one being attacked or something, or running from something. No,
nothing.
Robert
like that.
De Niro is a monster.
Oh, he is terrifying. He reminds me of like another movie that year, Silence of the Lambs. He gives me like Hannibal Lecter vibes in that. Like he's just the guy just looking looking at his demeanor is so intense and intimidating. It's like, dude, that's like
He
the last
was
guy you want to be in a room with.
deeply disturbing, man.
Like, he is a psychotic villain.
yeah,
to the
one of
max.
the
No
most
pun.
psychotic villains I think I've seen on screen.
Yeah.
And he was just scary. His physicality was scary.
I
Man.
know.
He had just
You-
all those tattoos on him.
Yeah,
and-
he's like established in prison, just looking at crazy. This
Yeah.
looks like it's so crazy.
And then the other thing I couldn't like that made it kind of more worse, the more I hate him was his fucking Georgia accent.
I know. Yeah, his accent was really obnoxious.
It's kind
sounding.
of goofy.
Yeah.
Like the accent's kind of goofy, and
It is.
it's one of those things where I'm like, I kind of hate you even more because of your accent. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like there's like that weird like. I don't know. It's just so funny.
It talks in a way that it's like, God, he's just such a rotten,
Yeah,
shitty person, man. Yeah, and it's like everything about him, he just reeks.
But the movie was so good, man.
Brilliant.
It's got such a great paranoia thriller about the whole.
It's very paranoid.
Like, he's like the family just goes through it, and of course, what's the other guy's name?
Nick
The actor?
Nolte?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Ooh, he's such a victim in that.
Yeah, he's such a victim of the whole thing. And you find out kind of like
he's just doing his job.
what
It's like,
his-
fortunately.
well, he was doing his job, but at the same time he broke the law as well, by not giving all the details out and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which he had a good reason to, but it still didn't hold up to the whole like actual law. Like even the other lawyer or whatever, the guy was like, dude, he's like, what's the Sixth Amendment? It's just like and so it's like there's like that weird morality kind of legal morality stance on the whole thing, but that's the whole fucking vendetta Robert De Niro's got against him. He's like,
Yep.
you didn't play by the law.
Yep.
And that whole last sequence, that last little third act of them on the water again.
It escalates off the rails,
Yeah.
man. They're just going down that boat.
Way off the
It
rails.
is just so intense.
Yeah, I mean,
Extremely
just the
intense.
fact that Robert De Niro just holds onto the car while they're driving, like the whole time. I
Literally
mean, that
just
shit
underneath
is
them.
insane.
That's
dude.
unreal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. so
Really,
sneaky.
really a wild movie, man.
It's a wild one, man. Pretty
Mhm.
unforgettable movie, yeah.
But a cool setting, the Carolinas, like you said, the accent, that and the water by the end of the
Yeah, it
movie,
really nails the
all that
aesthetic.
stuff. The aesthetics are really cool, and
Really
the
memorable.
editing. I just gotta love the
It was
editing.
brilliantly
Some of that
edited.
stuff, like when
Some
they're doing
unique
like
shots.
the red, like the color flares to it, and the negative shots and things
Yeah.
like that. Very cool, and the ending kind of just leaves a little bit of a.
Yeah, it's haunting. That was, that was a
haunting.
spooky adventure.
Haunting adventure. Yeah,
that was very, I mean, I was just like, man, lives were high stakes all throughout.
Yeah, they're kind of screwed
Unpredictable.
mentally for the the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no, that's traumatizing. That's enough to traumatize for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I'm so glad you went in knowing nothing about it, because unfortunately, there was a Simpsons episode that like pretty much spot on spoofed that movie.
Oh,
and they
really?
like pretty much took all the plot points. So it's like I already knew the whole progression going into it the first time.
Oh, wow.
But it was still brilliant. I still
Yeah, of
loved
course.
it every bit as much, and it was on TV a lot growing up.
Mhm.
Like where I was at, but dude, it's a brilliant movie. I'm so glad you've seen it. That's one of Scorsese's best.
Yeah, it was, man. That's a great movie. I'm
think I was
happy
like
I finally
first-
watched it.
I think it was like the first full-on thriller he ever made. So yeah, he instantly nailed it.
It felt totally different than anything I've seen from his.
Yeah.
Besides maybe
Maybe like Shutter
Taxi,
Island. With
yeah,
that.
Taxi Driver, Shutter Island. It kind of has some similar vibes a little
Yeah,
bit, but
a little
this
bit
one
of
just
that.
felt like intense from the start.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I said, it felt almost like a horror film.
You
Like
get
I mean,
his family, they're just kind of being stalked by this guy, and it's just like, man.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes too is when they're at the movie theater, and he's just laughing up a storm, and it's just like, man, it somehow feels like it's funny and kind of disturbing at the same
Yeah.
time, because man, he just feels so off. His presence is,
Right.
he just feels like a real psychopath.
yeah, he really is, man.
No, last person
yeah,
to fuck
he's
with.
like, yeah, he gets the shit kicked out of him, and then he just like stands up and starts beating the hell out of the other guys, and then he's just taunting him from the. He's like, I don't even know if you're there. He's like, it doesn't matter. It's just like, oh,
You are
like,
fucking
so
crazy.
terrifying, dude.
Crazy, dude.
Like I was just imagining like if I'm making all these efforts to try to stop this guy and it's not working and he's still just coming out like I'm like, dude, this guy is a human. Like this guy is insane. Like, very scary, very very scary.
Complete psychopath.
Yeah, yeah. It was a really cool watch.
Yeah, it's a brilliant movie.
Happy
Yeah.
I checked that out finally.
So
Yeah.
glad.
Wendy finally. It was just random. She was like, "Yeah, let's watch Cape Fear." I'm like,
Oh
"Say
my
less.
gosh,
Let's
that's
try it." Yeah.
Perfect choice. That's,
Yeah.
that's spot on.
So.
She like it too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right on.
yeah. We both were just like, Robert De Niro just gave us the ick. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
Just, he just
It's
really.
an ick you
just,
can't shake off.
yeah, yeah. And then we're of course we're watching the trailers. for the Odyssey last night, and they did the Fokker-in-Law with the new, Meet the Fockers.
Oh, I didn't.
I
There weren't
any
any
of those
previews
movies.
of mine. I have, yeah. I've seen Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, okay.
I really like them both a lot.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty fun.
I haven't seen them since I was a kid, but I've got a lot of.
I need to
attachment
rewatch
both.
them, see if they hold up.
I
but,
do too. I 100% feel
I'm
that
pretty
way.
sure this is like the fourth one.
I'm
and
pretty
it's
sure.
called Fokker-in-Law, and Ariana Grande's in it and
Nice.
whatnot. But
Pretty sure that was my introduction to Robert De Niro. Actually,
yeah,
looking
but
back on it.
he's all like happy-go-lucky grandpa and that. And I'm just like, I just watched a really bad side of you here.
It is very surreal going to like those comedy like shades of De Niro after how intense he is. He's like a different person completely.
That's kind of crazy, man.
It's
He's
surreal,
a great
man.
actor.
He's one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like he was like a very intense actor from the 70s, 80s, and then most of the 90s. And then I think after that, he started getting more comedic from there on.
Yeah, I
I
can see he started doing like more mellow stuff.
Yeah, he mellowed out. I think he just had a burnout after. I think Jackie Brown was probably about the phase where he was just he was getting kind of burnt doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah,
such an
getting
intense
older
method
too.
actor.
I mean, I'm sure those older. Like I think Jack Nicholson was the same way.
Oh,
he started,
was.
He started doing like really mellow. I remember seeing more like
He did, like bucket list
drama roles for him when he was older, like in the 2000s.
Aside from like The Departed, he didn't really do any like big epic like grand still like insane stuff. Like, I think some of those actors they go a few decades, and there's got to be a point where it's just that's got to burn someone out. Like being that busy with just that crazy with all these roles.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely possesses them in a way that's like, you can only do it for so much time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you just got to settle down and just enjoy life. After they just want to enjoy the rest of their lives,
Yeah. Well, they definitely were. I mean, these guys are still hanging out.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro and Al Pacino both were like 81.
I know,
They just had like a baby too. It's just like, what the hell?
Those guys make me so nervous. I'm just like, dude, all these people that are still alive. It's like, God, we're gonna
They're
have to
all
face
up
it
there.
with all of them.
I mean,
man,
even
one day.
Denzel Washington's almost 80. I think he's
know,
like
man.
79 or something like that. He's old. Like they're all getting. We're at that time period now where some of these legacy actors. They're definitely up there, and it's kind of like
I'm getting nervous.
It's a little nerve-wracking, like
a decade or two. It's like, golly,
yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen when.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
I got really tragic. On the Sam Neill on a side note, I think one of the most awkward things I read was apparently he said like a few years ago, I hope he doesn't die soon, because he said he had a lot more he wanted to accomplish.
Oh, really?
Like, oh,
well, he just beat cancer too, and that's a crazy thing. He's like,
that's.
I think he said like, I beat cancer. If I die now, it'd be annoying. He's
Yeah.
like,
It's like, shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
Say life can be cruel to do that that.
Yeah, you know it. So I'll get to my last one here. Which is the big one we're going to talk about for a minute here.
I'll be with you on this one.
Which is the Odyssey.
Man, the Odyssey.
Christopher Nolan.
What a movie.
Did it again.
Seriously.
Yeah, did it again.
Christopher Nolan just can't do wrong.
Yeah.
He really made a master. That was a grand masterpiece.
It was an epic grand masterpiece. My mind is like, it hurts my brain to think about making that movie.
Me too. It was such a complex work. I know. It just to me that was like equal stakes to like Lord of the Rings kind of like Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe Nolan did something like that.
It's insane to think like that movie exists on such a beautiful and grand scale. I mean, it's so epic.
And that's like the first time that story's really been told in such a way, like in cinema. I know previously there was like, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? More of a screwball comedy.
Yeah.
But here it's just like, this is just grand epic.
Yeah.
Like, it's very true to the
There's
the book,
definitely some
supposedly.
Odyssey adaptation stuff, but not to the likes of this. I mean, this was just like goes in to pure like cinema imagination. Like, I mean, Nolan really took it up a notch on this.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that to see the amount of different landscapes and sceneries and characters and the amount of, I mean, to take such a story too. I really love Greek mythology. I studied a lot of that in school, and I always really, really loved that kind of stuff. So the Odyssey was always one of those really exciting stories I've known about, and to see this thing come to life in the way they did, I think not only that it was really fun to watch like that, but I think it captured the realism of the whole thing, of like how it probably would feel in that moment.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I mean, it is hellish.
Whew,
it is stressful. Like I was sitting there like very stressed for and anxious for Matt Damon and his whole crew and.
It feels like
and
anyone
all
could die at any moment.
High stakes everywhere, man, and it just the peril just keeps coming again and again and again, and it's just like, oh my god, man, there's so much to unpack with that.
I know.
But
Just one after another.
brilliant.
Yeah, it was so good.
I can't stop thinking about it.
I know, me too. I can't get the visuals out of my mind. I mean, just the aquatic setting was just absolutely brilliant.
And I'm
Epic
watching
scope.
it, and I'm like, this is Nolan.
Yep.
I'm like, some of
And
the
it feels
shots you can just see
distinctive.
distinctly Nolan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it really, you can't deny the man's framework and how he, even like the third and final act, which we won't get into too much because of, it's fresh still with and being out there, but like, there's always like that feeling that Nolan kind of does where things kind of turn upside down, and like how to abstract this through the untraditional way or something like that. And it's kind of reminded me of like, The Dark Knight Rises or something like that. It's like everyone's like, Batman, it's like the rumor starts going around. It's just like, and everything starts unraveling from there. And man, that third finale was just like, it was like so satisfying. It was intense. It was very anxious, but man, it's just like,
yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
It generates so much energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just so well paced. It's a slow burner. So
that's
it's
another
like,
thing too.
Whenever it like kicks in, it's like, man, it's electrifying.
Yeah,
the way Nolan gets there.
Yeah, me and Wendy were talking about that last night. It was like, it's 3 hours long, but the pacing was so good. It didn't feel like a 3 hour movie.
No, it didn't. That was one of those where I was like, oh man, I'm nervous. It's gonna be halfway, and I'm gonna like be begging for an intermission, or a restroom break or something. I was like, not at once. The whole time I was just glued.
I was locked in.
It felt really fast.
It really pushes it's like boom, 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 boom. It just keeps going.
I was just so impressed with just like the way the Cyclopses look, like just all the creatures, man. That was really, really phenomenal.
Yeah, to do like the whole mythological side of things, like the fantasy stuff, and really bring that to life. That was pretty epic and terrifying. Like Cyclops was incredibly like scary and felt like you said, kind of something like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I was actually probably more scared of the giant scenes.
Same.
That actually really terrified me.
Yeah.
And like the woods moving and stuff.
Oh, I know.
You've got the Hades trip. You've got all like the woman up on the mountain. There's a lot of going that they just continuously go through, and the sirens are there. There's just like there's so much, and
so much to pack.
To bring it all to life, and not even be like, because they're kind of short sequences, but at the same time, it really makes an impact on you.
Yeah.
The psychological stuff that goes on with Matt Damon and his whole army that he leads. There's a lot of stuff to unpack with that. The guilt, the emotions, like the angers, all these different things. The dude goes through it, man.
He goes through everything.
And
this epic journey to get home.
Yeah, to get home, man. And I like Tom Holland. I saw someone saying that they didn't like Tom Holland's performance, and it was flat and whatnot. But I thought he did a great job.
I thought he fit perfect for the story.
I thought the whole cast did a great job.
I know, it was an epic cast, an epic ensemble. As no one usually does. Like Nolan is really kind of a genius at ensemble cast. Like he gets a lot of characters. And he paces their arcs really well, and they're always very complete too. I feel like by the end, it's like, wow, that was very memorable.
Yeah, I particularly liked Zendaya too.
I love Zendaya, man. That was brilliant. Anne
Hathaway.
Robert Pattinson. I love Robert Pattinson and Nolan.
Yeah,
and I realized the movie Tenet's growing on me a lot more with age.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was like, another Pattinson collaboration. So I loved him in this movie, though. And there was also Charlize Theron was in it.
Yeah,
there's just so many people. John
Bernthal.
Also, it's a movie I want to see again because I'm thinking about it so much. But like now that I know where it goes and the context of everything, I just really want to take in and savor all these scenes more.
Yeah,
and we're also just saying talking about aquatic atmosphere. It's interesting. It seems like Nolan really has been drawn to aquatic atmosphere in his more recent films. It's like that one has it. Dunkirk's full of that sea. Interstellar had a lot, and Inception even had a lot. It's just like that's very Nolan. It seems like at this rate to go for the aquatic atmosphere.
Yeah, they were in the water, and man, the water's so blue and it looks so good. It's just like, and then they're on the boat and all the storms coming in. That was terrifying. I was like, I was sitting there, I'm like, God, that's hell. God. I really could not even.
Yeah, I couldn't fathom.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't fathom.
It's hell on earth. Yeah, it's like, wow, I want to be anywhere but here.
Yeah.
These characters, what they're
facing.
And
I liked how the whole movie was told. It's a very traditional way of Nolan to tell a story kind of backwards and forward at the same time.
Yeah, a little mind
literally like just back and forth. And I really, he just does such a damn good job.
He does.
Of just telling the story and satisfying by the end of it, like completing like moments that are introduced in the very beginning. at the very end.
Yeah.
You know, things that
ties it all
really he
together.
ties everything together
He's
so
smooth,
well.
and he makes his movies feel like an event. It's like by the time you get out, it's like, well, that was just worth going out to see.
That was an epic.
Like every time you see one of his movies in theaters, it's a memorable time.
Oh yeah,
it's never. There's not. It's every single one of them has been very memorable.
Yeah.
To see at theaters.
Yeah, I was.
I've seen them all since Batman Begins. Yeah, except for Tenet.
I didn't see Dunkirk or Tenet or Oppenheimer. And yeah, I didn't watch those
I loved
three.
Oppenheimer in theaters.
But there's time gets away from me on some stuff. But yeah, that was I'm so happy I saw it in theaters. Now I didn't see the IMAX version, but it was still like fucking epic watching it in theaters. In general.
just seeing it. Period.
Yeah.
Now
how was the IMAX experience?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I saw it in Nashville. Yeah, the IMAX theater. It was insane. I mean, it was filmed in 70 millimeter, so it was just like tailor made for it. It felt like being in one of those like screen projector type rooms or like a motion stimulator type of room.
Wow.
It was just so immersive, and like you could just feel every single beat. It was so sensitive.
Wow.
Like the sound design was massive, and you could just feel every.
Yeah, it was
thing
loud.
that
It was already loud in the.
It made it a very sensory driven experience, and yeah, it enhanced a lot. Previously I had only seen Dune Part 2 and Oppenheimer there, and I'm like, these have all just been some of the best movies I've ever seen there, and I think this is my favorite of all of those.
Yeah,
personally.
yeah.
I mean, that was just a masterpiece.
That's so cool.
So great in scope. So much. I just want to take it closer. I want to take in all the character beats closer. You know, I just so much there. I want to rewatch because I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and after watching that, it got me really. It got my imagination going again because I really love those like, kind of medieval-esque. Those. Something like Greek mythology, those kind of settings and characters and stuff. Like, man, it really reminded me again of Game of Thrones. I know we've talked about Game of Thrones.
I need to get into.
It's got that same fantasy mythology kind of olden days where they're on boats and they're walking land and there's bandits and there's fucking monsters and there's kingdoms and there's wars and there's all this stuff, man.
All this mythology.
I really would love. Like that's a great series to watch. It's a lot of investment to get into, but once you do, it really scratches that brain like that. And then I want to watch the movie Troy. Have you seen Troy?
I have not seen Troy. That's funny. I was thinking about that. That's the same day as the Odyssey.
I want to see it now. I'm like, I haven't seen Troy.
I guess that was an influencer somehow. Yeah, because I got in the air after seeing the Odyssey.
Yeah,
I really want to see Troy. I've never seen it. I know Brad Pitt's the main.
And Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, that's right. That was made in 2004. I remember that was popular. Actually.
It was. Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, I want to see more of these adaptations of like this, the fucking Odyssey or the Trojan War or any Greek mythology, because now I'm like, man, do I want to watch Clash of the Titans? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to watch stuff
I just
like
want more
Greek
mythology. It translates so wonderfully to cinema. I love it whenever directors like Nolan just nail it like that.
I mean, it's pretty cool to think that Nolan did a movie like that. He did it so
unique.
well.
It's actually very unique to his filmography. I'm like, looking back, I guess he never really did Greek mythology before. He never went that, although there was always a lot of influence to it. But I feel like in this case, I heard this was particularly exhausting for him. I think he's going to take like a 3-year hiatus.
That's what he said. He's like taking a 3-year break, and I don't blame him.
That looked, like you said, I almost felt exhausted just watching it, just fathoming, just getting all that.
I told Wendy we were walking out. I was like, I love that we live in a day where we can go and see a movie like that. But there's really absolutely no way in hell I would want to make a movie like that.
Same here. I can never do that.
Too much.
That is too
I
much.
think I want to be the fan of those kinds of movies.
Same here.
But I want to make movies that I know that are. I could do a large production of some sort, but I don't want to do something like that.
Keep it minimal. Yeah.
I mean, holy hell!
No budget
could you imagine with all those people and all those locations and all the problems I'm sure they have? I mean, like the challenges.
That breaks my head to think about it.
I'm watching it. I'm literally, my mind is hurting to think about how to make that movie. I mean, the dude that Nolan, he ended up making it. It seems like flawlessly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, my hat's off to you, dude, and I don't blame you for not wanting to make a movie for a while. That's
laying
too
low.
much.
Yeah, that is too much. That's just more than I could fathom. And I know my hat's off to directors like him and like Peter Jackson for doing Lord of the Rings. Like another movie recently that kind of fits that tone is like The Green Knight. Like I just
I want to see that too.
Recommended. That reminded me a lot of that too. But yeah, movies like that I could never do it. Now I look at that, even like superhero movies in general. I'm just like, I could never do stuff like this. I won't be a fan of it. I'll take influence, but no, man, I'm entirely more like like intimate, do the most you can with like locations and dialogue,
right? Exactly.
Rather than going on this epic adventure and just getting all these things together to make it happen. There's just that breaks my brain to think about it. Just the budget going into it, just everything about it.
Yeah, it's so much.
It's extreme, dude.
Yeah,
and especially like getting deeper into like the filming game. I think those movies only seem more intimidating to think about trying to make.
For
like,
sure.
With age, like
For
it's
sure.
just man. Beyond words. I think
Yeah.
science fiction in general, that's like a genre I'm like really nervous. I'd be nervous to get near in a lot
Yeah,
of
me
ways.
too. I think like I always told myself like, not to say that it would ever happen, but if for some reason there was like an opportunity of like, you want to direct the next Marvel movie or Star Wars or something like that, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Like
Hell
I appreciate it, but no, I
Yep.
cannot. I don't.
It's a lot to bring justice to
Yeah,
that.
and also there is so much you have to unpack with that, not only as like a filmmaker and wanting to make a good movie and production and all that stuff like that, but there's also the fucking fans out there who are just monsters, man.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what you do.
You're gonna
be wrong.
You're gonna piss people
to
off.
someone.
Yep.
Even with the Odyssey, there's historians out there that's talking shit. There's people talking shit about it.
No one does get a lot
And
of that.
like especially with the writing, because he didn't use like the language that they probably did use.
I've heard
back
people
like
say
with
that.
like
Yeah.
they're saying mom and dad, and they didn't say it like that.
Yeah,
back
like
then.
the dialect was.
But
always
he
kinda-
even said I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I want this to be as inviting, accessible to anyone. You know.
He's got it right.
And
in
he
my
doesn't
opinion.
care.
Yeah.
And Nolan should be in that position
Yeah.
because he makes fucking amazing
He's
movies.
been making brilliant movies since
So,
2000, man.
The
He's
dude,
genius.
I don't blame him. And also, I actually prefer. I like how he did it like that.
I love
because
that.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I
Make it for
don't
modern
want to get
audiences.
too
Yeah.
lost in the language anyway. Sometimes it can be so thick where you're just like, you're kind of trying to keep up with what they're saying.
Yeah, which is unnecessary
Yeah.
when you're going for a movie. It's like, well, no one's trying to make this for a modern audience. It's
Yes.
just for now.
Yes.
It's not for previous times. It's not meant to be like that. It's
Yeah.
just make it inviting to now. Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
filmmakers kind of get that. It's like, well, yeah, and I love how he's kind of got a bit of a punk attitude. I was like, no, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
I
it
know.
this way. I'm not gonna conform to this old fashioned way. No, like no one does it his way. And it kind of is the most inviting way to do it. And it always proves to be correct. Like it's like, well, he gets the attention he deserves for doing it.
Yeah. He's great, man.
He's a genius, man.
Oh, dude,
man.
Robert De Niro, him eating that fish, dude. Or no, not Robert De Niro.
Danny
Danny
DeVito, right?
yeah.
Somehow similar vibe to the
Yeah.
what De Niro's doing in
He's
Cape
a
Fear.
this version of Penguin and Danny DeVito portraying him. It's just gross. He's a gross guy.
Yeah, he has a gross out way about him.
Yeah.
Man, in this scene right here, as I
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, I totally forgot about Christopher Walken and all this.
I know, me too.
Yeah, this is all. It's all a big throwback looking at it now.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I was definitely enjoying some like the Michelle Pfeiffer scenes in general, like her making of being Catwoman. Like all these
Yeah.
scenes are just really this is a very visually interesting movie. Like it's very much like Burton's classic gothic tone.
Yes.
And it's very distinctive to like the 80s, early 90s kind of. I think Burton's a guy I already find myself appreciating this movie more with age. Just like with Beetlejuice, that was another one where I didn't always love it growing up, but I saw it recently and I was like, oh, I love it now, dude.
I watched Beetlejuice maybe a year or two ago. Me and Wendy watched it, and it was really my first time really watching it since maybe as a kid, but I don't really remember watching it.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
It was really entertaining.
I loved it. I was like,
yeah.
oh, Michael Keaton was fantastic.
Yeah,
in that.
absolutely.
It's really funny. Again, it's got a good gloomy atmosphere. I like Burton's sense of gothic tone.
Did you ever watch
A lot.
Edward Scissorhands?
I did. Yeah, that's another one. I need to rewatch it. I saw it when I
Yeah.
was younger, and I think it was about the same as. Like I thought it was pretty good. I think might have gone over my head. In a way,
Yeah,
so I need to
I,
check it out again.
It's good. I watched that one. A few years ago, but it was like. It was better than as an adult watching it than as a kid.
Yeah.
It kind of went over my head as a kid
Might
too.
just appreciate the gothic scenery and tone better with age. But I think my favorite
Nose.
Burton movie has always been Ed Wood. Have you seen that one?
No, I've never
That
seen
is
that.
a phenomenal
Ed Wood?
biopic. Yeah, and that's actually a director from the 50s. He was considered one of the worst directors of all time, but he was
Oh,
like
wow.
a really interesting kind of chirpy, optimistic kind of personality. And basically, yeah, it's a really entertaining biopic. It's just kind of showing just how insane he kind of is in his personal life and everything. Like it's a real close up kind of way about it. It's really good. I always
Okay.
loved it from the start. Just well written movie in every
Yeah.
sense. It kind of felt like took a lot of notes from like Goodfellas and like its pacing, where it's just kind of fast paced. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of
Yeah.
comedy beats to it. It's really good, dude.
Okay.
It's really a
Yeah, I've never
phenomenal
heard of it. I've never seen it.
yeah, it's phenomenal, and it doesn't really like give you that like same thing as like that documentary American movie where it's like, all right, like now like go out and be a bad filmmaker. kind of
Right,
thing. It's
right,
just
right.
it's almost like the guy doesn't mind that he's a bad filmmaker. That's almost what I like about the movie. It's a unique position where it's like, well, he's kind of still happy with his life in a weird kind of way. So I think the movie's meant to kind of just celebrate just being such a unique personality. He just happens to he throws himself out there to make movies. Movies don't really land, but it's like, yeah, he kind of just has his own way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people misunderstand it in a lot of ways too. It's like, all right, this big old loser guy, and he just doesn't care at all. And people think that. I think it's kind of cool he went his whole life living
Yeah.
that way in a sense.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out too.
Yeah, recommend that one strongly. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that covers your movie.
Yeah,
list.
that's it, man. That's a lot to. Yeah, a lot of
it
good
is
stuff, man.
Right. Oh man, great.
Odyssey was definitely. I'm so happy I got to watch that in theaters, man.
Man, that was just an all-time favorite. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm so glad I saw it in IMAX because that was unforgettable. I'm definitely going to see it again in theaters before it drops out. So definitely needs to do that. As far as stuff I've watched lately, one I've been really excited to talk about is 13 Going on 30.
Yeah.
Watched that at your place a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Man, I just loved revisiting that movie.
It's a great movie.
I haven't thought of it in forever. That is such a great comedy.
It's a great feel-good movie,
it's
too.
Feel good
it's
to
like,
the max. Very much a strong 2000s aesthetic to it. Jennifer Garner is great in it. I really enjoy Mark Ruffalo a lot. And one of my favorite parts is him having a Blue Velvet poster in his room and stuff. Like, I didn't know what that was when I was a kid seeing this movie.
Right,
I spent a lot of time watching this as a kid. Like, this was always a favorite. I always like, I remember having some like people over, and I always get really nervous about like the scene where that guy's dancing around in his underwear and stuff like that. Just stuff like that is great. I love the movie. It was really charming.
It's a really charming movie.
And I had a great time knowing like you and Wendy were looking at it like, oh, I love this movie.
Yeah.
I could tell you guys had attachment to it too. So.
Yeah, I've watched it a lot growing up too, and it holds up still. It's a really great 2000s film. Good kind of romantic comedy, and
definitely romantic.
Great cast and great New York aesthetic. And,
absolutely.
It's there's a good like meaning behind the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice movie, man.
Absolutely,
I was really excited when you put it on. I was like, oh, perfect choice, man.
It was kind of just
choice.
random. Yeah, I was just looking for kind of a mid-2000s type of movie, and that was just there. I was like, you know what? Yes, I saw this a lot of growing up. I found out you Wendy did too, so that was a spot. I felt spot on to revisit that. I got even more excited when one of the guys' girlfriend was Wendy and everything too. I was like, sweet dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Great movie, man. I really love that. That was great. And also revisited Shrek 2 as well.
Oh, okay.
I want to go back to all the Shrek movies again. Have you seen all those?
Yeah, I've seen I know I've seen 1 and 2 a lot. I don't really remember 3. I don't know if I've seen 4.
I've never seen 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I've just seen the first 2 in Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen Puss in Boots either.
I liked
it was Shrek. By the time Shrek 3 was coming out, and like I think Puss in Boots was coming out, like I think I was probably I feel like at that time I was kind of a little bit out of watching those movies. Like I was probably consumed by other stuff going on. I can't remember what those years were, but I do. I mean, I love Shrek. Shrek 1 and 2 are fantastic. I feel like I have seen 3, but I don't remember anything about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Shrek's great. I know Shrek 5 is coming out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're still going with it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, number 2 has always been my favorite one growing up, and it still remains true. I really love seeing Fiona kind of in the Shrek mode. First off, like that was all great. I love the donkey character. Is one of my absolute favorites. He had a lot of great funny moments.
What's the plot of 2? They're like.
They're basically trying to like get this like Prince Charming kind of guy. Yeah, basically just free him with Fiona basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a weird plot. It's a very weird one. Yeah, basically they're trying to get what Cameron Diaz's character just back into a regular fashion basically, but she's stuck being an ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think those are pretty fun movies. I need to revisit them. I know Augie. I need to show Augie. I mean, he's watched a little bit of 1, but he's kind of been back and forth of actually paying attention to it or not. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're making 5. I think Eddie Murphy said they're making a solo like donkey movie too or something now too. So but hey, that's franchises for you.
That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. That was great to revisit that. That just had a wonderful spark about it. Also, that mid-2000s kind of charm to it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah,
animation's really good in that too.
Who again?
The animation.
Yeah, animation. Yes, animation's phenomenal in those movies. Absolutely, I think that was a big part that stood out to me on this viewing. And it also introduced Puss in Boots, the character.
Yeah, that's
that.
right.
That's a good character. Yeah,
Antonio Banderas.
Yep, Antonio Banderas. Yep,
Banderas.
Great actor right there. Yeah, that was just. It's a blast. Those movies are just extremely fun. And like you said, just they are visually they stand out big time. Yeah, so that was a great one. Let's see. Rewatched Citizen Kane kind of recently. I love that movie personally.
I've never seen that movie.
I recommend it. Yeah, I know it's one of those people talk about it like it's a history book basically, and it's like, all right, you don't need to see this. I personally just think it's really entertaining because it's like, true, some directors went on to do this formula a little more exciting, maybe a little more inviting, but this was just really revolutionary for its time, and I think what holds up about it is, well, all the shots look very modern. Like all the way everything's written, it feels like it could have been made today. It doesn't really feel like an old movie. It was made in like 1941, but I don't know, man. Like the writing feels very modern and just very true to life. It's just one of those kind of biopic stories of just like a guy just doing all these big things, but then it's like what he's really looking for was just this kind of like simplicity. Like he kind of like just misses like elements of his youth and everything, but it's like the whole movie he kind of misses the point until it's too late kind of thing. It's a brilliant movie. It's just it's very close up. It's got a really unpredictable way about it. It's very mysterious too, because a lot of the movies like told in flashbacks. Because basically, it starts off like, okay, this figure Kane just passed away, and everyone's just trying to figure out who the hell this guy was and what was he standing for, like what was he all about, basically. Because he says the word rosebud, and the whole movie they're trying to figure out what the hell that means, basically. And then not spoil it, but basically they just kind of find out that. I think this guy seemed like he was just facing a lot of nostalgia as he was getting older, and kind of realizing that. Maybe he was just doing all these big things. It's like, okay, maybe it wasn't the point to be doing all these big things. He was never really appreciating the simple things in life and just enjoy it in life, basically. Really interesting movie. Yeah, it holds up.
Yeah, I think I know the ending, but I do want to watch it one day. It's just like been one of those movies where I want to check out, but I can't get myself to actually watch it.
Oh, I know. It seems like it's going to school, like when the way everyone talks about it. I find movies like that, you almost, and like The Godfather feels this way too. It's like you almost just have to take it for what it is, and it's like I think when you kind of find yourself in it, it really does end up kind of adding up as a brilliant movie. But sometimes it's like, it can seem like it's a chore at first getting into it, but once you're there, it's like, it's pretty organically just a really entertaining movie all around. Like it's actually a really fun watching all of it, getting lost into the mystery. Yeah, that was Orson Welles' breakthrough. He's a really, really interesting guy he faced a lot of corruption. He was like one of those like revolutionary geniuses who was ahead of his time, but the studios, like he was just stuck with like studio like corruption basically. Like people were really heavily filtering his art and just he wasn't really able to get across, I think, the extent of gritty that he had to him through most of his movies. And he spent a lot of his life really pissed off about that. Like he did a lot of fighting with like trying to get these just intense. Like he was a very visceral kind of artist, but it's like, the studios would force him to conform, and he was kind of one of the guys you really had to suffer with. All right, he's just going to do what the studios say, basically.
Yeah. What other movies is he notable for?
A Touch of Evil, I would say, is his other biggest one. He's had a handful of big ones. He did that in the late 50s, and it's basically a film noir, very gritty. I would say one of the darkest noirs I've ever seen.
Okay.
He's even a character in that, and he's like, golly, he looks like really intimidating to be around.
Yeah.
But basically, it's all set in kind of like half in America, half in Mexico. Basically, just kind of crossing the border, just. Getting into trouble, basically. Like this guy brought a weapon in to Mexico and everything, and then they're trying to figure out what the hell happened. It's a big plot, basically.
Okay.
It's a lot to explain, but basically it's really moody the way it's told. I'd say probably one of those that Orson Welles was the most proud to get across. I think that was the closest to it. The tone he was always wanting to do his whole life. He was really known for that. He was known for a documentary he did called F for Fake, which I need to revisit that one. That was him kind of talking about his lifelong frustrations with working with studios.
Okay.
Yeah. But he worked with RKO. They went out of business shortly after he died, actually. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. But yeah, it's a very interesting battle. Yeah, it's a lot of frustrations David Lynch always expressed through a lot of his career too. Like a lot of these directors were just particularly they just hated being filtered. It's like they wanted to give you 100% what they were seeing. So it's like, oh man, they were geniuses, but sometimes geniuses were just born at the wrong time. You know, it's like Orson Welles was just one of those. He would have been better off as like a 70s era filmmaker, but hey, he was just kind of in the 40s and 50s doing all this stuff.
Yeah,
and he was like he would like read stories on the radio before being a big director. Like he spent all the 30s just reading. He was like known for being one of the best narrators of all time. Like he has a great voice.
I could be totally wrong. Did he read The War of the Worlds?
Yes, exactly.
I was like, I know that
that's
name
right.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. That was his claim to fame, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he got really famous for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, people thought that was real.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He was very convincing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's done a lot of titles though. Yeah. All these other big ones. Magnificent Ambersons, Lady from Shanghai, The Big Heat. Like he's done a lot of stuff. Yeah. He's an interesting fellow.
Okay.
He's interesting.
That's cool.
Absolutely. So, and there's another one called Paper Moon. I'm not sure if I've talked about this before.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, basically it's Ryan O'Neal with his daughter Tatum O'Neal. And they did this in the early 70s. It's just kind of a story set in the Great Depression, and they're just kind of just going from place to place, just Midwest kind of setting. It's just kind of how they bond through a lot of awkward, just strange scenarios kind of they confront throughout. But it reminded me a lot of the Coen brothers in the writing. Like it was really quirky, really unpredictable, really funny in times.
When this come out?
1973.
Oh, okay.
Dude, amazing cinematography. That might have been one of the best parts. It was just a really heartfelt movie all around in its own kind of way. Yeah, that director Peter Bogdanovich did. He was like a 2-hit wonder, I would say, between that and The Last Picture Show. He did both of these in the early 70s. Yeah, this is probably my favorite of the two, but they're pretty neck to neck, I would say. I love this movie. Yeah, it ends up having a very unique kind of like warmth about it. It's like a father-daughter kind of thing, and you could also felt like a father-son kind of thing. It felt very human, very like just realistic, relatable, like in the way everything's portrayed. Facing a lot of corrupt things and just I don't know, trying to keep their sanity on the road, basically. Yeah, best way to put it. Yeah, and Last Picture Show is also one worth checking out. That was kind of considered like an anti-nostalgic kind of high school sort of movie where it's set in a small town in the late 50s. It was made in 71, but set in the late 50s. And basically everyone's just kind of bored out of their skulls, basically. Jeff Bridges is the main lead in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and everyone's just like, you're just kind of looking at just aimless youth, basically, at that time. And, most portrayals of the 50s feel kind of like exciting. Oh, it was a great one. This one kind of made it feel really bleak, almost like a No Country for Old Men type of atmosphere. There's no soundtrack or anything. It's also set in Texas.
Okay.
But yeah, basically it's kind of like, it feels really empty is sort of how the movie portrays it. Like, these guys get out of high school and it's like, all right, well, what the hell is there for us, kind of thing. So it's a pretty bleak movie in its own way. But Paper Moon, I would say that's the one I'd recommend. Has a more of an uplifting note about it. Yeah, there's that one. And I rewatched Insomnia by Nolan shortly before seeing the Odyssey.
Nice.
God, I saw it for the first time on one of our previous ones, and I actually stayed up all night for it just for hell's sake. God, I love that movie so much, dude. It's just one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but I mean, that one's that's kind of a slow burn, paranoia kind of feeling movie too. Yeah.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, it's very paranoid, man. Yeah, I just love Al Pacino, and we've been talking. And I forgot we might have already talked about Robin Williams some on the previous one. But yeah. Just to say again, man, what a legend. For doing dark. I think seeing him in dark roles like that were particularly fantastic.
Oh yeah,
he was really phenomenal. Hilary Swank was in it. Just all around phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool setting too in the Alaska.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love the Alaska setting a lot. Yeah, it's just, man, mysterious, unpredictable. You just never know what's going to happen. Even on a rewatch, it's like, oh, what the hell, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Robin Williams in the room, it's just like, dang, it gets so, the vibes feel so weird. Yeah, I absolutely love that one. It was brilliant as always. There's not much to say here, but just rewatch Goodfellas at one point. That's just kind of a given masterpiece.
Oh, yeah,
That's always a great one to revisit. For us to say, let's see. Yeah, School of Rock. Yeah. Oh, one I really want to talk about is I rewatched Seven kind of recently by David Fincher.
Yeah.
Holy hell, man! And it's like I already know all this, but man, rewatching it and feeling it all, that movie is just one of the most excitingly disturbing movies I've ever seen. It's like it's disturbing, but the way it's told, there's like an enthusiasm about the directing on David Fincher's in that. Just, dude, that movie feels like a really dark. A punch in the gut adrenaline rush in a way.
Yeah, I watched it again last year, and I watched it real late, like around 10, 11 o'clock at night, and oh man, it's just like I ended up watching it by myself because Winnie fell asleep, and it just by the time I got done watching it, I was like, God,
it felt sick.
Yeah, it's just like, how could it's just like it's so dark throughout the whole movie, but there is something really like fascinating about the whole thing, I guess. And but it's a messed up kind of thriller take of the film. I don't know, but it's awesome movie. But it's wild.
I was one of those. I couldn't stop thinking about it all week. I was just like, man, everywhere I'm going, I can't stop thinking about this aesthetic this movie has, because I think David Fincher was a MTV director before making this, and this is like his second film. So I somehow could sense that he was bringing a lot of that music video kind of energy into making it, but he just made it its own thing entirely. And it's like hardly ever shows any killings happening. He just kind of shows the aftermath of them, and it's like the way they talk about it is enough to just really be shattering.
Yeah, for sure.
It was almost rated X just for how the killings were described. It's like it's so graphic, and I just absolutely love the characters in that movie. I think Pitt and Freeman, that's one of the best duos of all time. And you got the wise old man with Freeman, and you kind of got the cocky, young, lovable, but very lovable Pitt in that also. I feel so bad for Pitt.
I know.
More than ever, I was like, God, I feel so bad for him.
The ending is such a gut punch.
That is horrible. That is just next level horrible. What happens to him?
It's tough, and he's just
he's having a meltdown in that. And I love it because like almost the whole movie it's raining, but then the last 20 minutes it's like it's sunlight, and somehow it feels like gut wrenching. It feels like something so unfathomably horrible is going to happen, and it does. And it's just, God, it feels horrible when they're out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, because they think they've got him.
Yep, they think they got him.
It's
It's like, oh, man. No, I think there's a moment whenever Freeman opens the box, and he just says the line, uh-oh, John Doe has the upper hand.
Yep.
It's like, dude, it feels like the most fucked thing ever.
It's like you already know this.
This is fucked.
There was already something weird about this, but now it's, oh, God. He's like, don't get him over here. He's like, don't get him over here.
And Pitt just has a horrible meltdown.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I used to hear people parody that all the time, but I think the older I get, I'm like, I feel like it's a very realistic meltdown. I've even heard people criticize his acting at the end. I'm like, no way. I think that's just realistic.
For sure.
If you're having a meltdown on that level of stakes, he's just kind of got an unpredictable. He's kind of like he's also just like, come on, what's in the box? He's almost a little whiny about it, but I'm like, who wouldn't be?
Because
though?
like I mean, but dude, like,
look at the
I
situation.
get it, dude. Like grief and
that's how grief is.
Yeah, grief is like really insane. I mean, even like with losing the dog last week, man. I mean, my dog, I was a flabbering mess, dude. I mean, I was high pitched, I was whiny, I was crying. I mean, I couldn't even talk. I was shaky. So I can't even imagine on a level with like a human, someone you love dearly, So it's like, I mean, grief is really, especially the moment of shock. That's when it's like, everything's firing on all cylinders. So it's like that, his approach to that, I feel like it's very real.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I thought so too. Yeah, because like we were saying, like I think grief is unique to every single person. So I thought all that, taking the circumstances, it all felt very realistic and believable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's such a brilliant movie. And I really enjoy how the city doesn't have a name. It's like actually an intentionally ambiguous city.
Oh, wow.
I think it was kind of influenced. Mine to me anyway is kind of The Mask a little bit, how it portrays the city. Where the city kind of feels like a character in itself in that case.
Yeah.
But yeah, God, Seven. There's just so much to say about it. Just the way they describe every murder and just the way they react to everything. It's like they're just all so damn disturbing, man. Like there's golly, it almost feels weird to even talk about them really too much, but it's mighty graphic.
The 7 Deadly Sins, that's what it's based off of, right? Yeah,
Yep.
it's like, I mean, there's the one that got me the most was when they think they found him and they're going up to the apartment. And the dude's laying there.
He's still alive.
And he's still alive.
Oh, that's so God. That's so
That
awful.
one's probably the most messed up.
I think that one messed out. It's like that one or the Lust one messed me up the most. And that would be whenever they go down to that thing and like the guy's describing his encounter with the prostitute.
Yeah,
God,
that one sucks.
Those
too.
two fucked me up really bad on this video. And somehow they're worse with age. I can't explain it. Like the older you get, the more disturbing they are.
It's rough, man.
It's rough, man. Yeah.
It gives you like that gross feeling.
It really does, and that's another reason the movie's so layered in that sense because it's such a dark. Everything we're saying, it's very gritty and dark. But then I love the human quality that's explored with the dynamic between Freeman and Pitt because it's like Freeman's very wise. You could tell he's been through all this stuff, and then Pitt,
because he's like on the week of retirement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then Pitt's very naive through all of it. You could, I think he's the epitome of a young, naive person facing all this stuff. And at first, he's kind of a hotshot, but then as it goes, it's like, oh, he just gets fucked over so bad. It's like, you just feel really, really sorry for him in the end. It's really messed up what he goes through.
Yeah, that's another one of those movies where it ends and you're just like, oof.
Yeah.
just oof.
God.
Same thing like Cape Fear, like, oof.
Yeah. That was like, that was a fucking roller coaster of emotions. That was insane.
A lot of that.
Just wild movie.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that was really groundbreaking. That was always a groundbreaking movie, but I think this viewing, I was just particularly insane.
Was it 97?
Yeah, 95.
95.
Yeah. Wow. Right in that era, yeah.
7 was 95?
Yep.
Dang, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That was like a second movie he even made. Like
what's his first one?
Alien 3, which I've not even seen.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that random? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, he mostly did music videos before
that.
I
never saw Alien 3 either.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I know I need to. Just so I can say I've seen his filmography.
I've heard people talk real bad about that
I
one,
have
too.
I think he was probably finding his footing still.
I'm sure,
I think, but it's just crazy. He made 7, and it's like, dude, he found it, and my God, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Gritty stuff, man. Jeez, that's gritty. Yeah. I was like, golly, this gives me like Taxi Driver vibes. I like a level of gritty in how it's told. It's crazy. Yeah, that just groundbreaking stuff in every sense. And I mean, just Kevin Spacey and that really freaked me out a lot. I think this time more than ever, just kind of knowing where things are now, it's like, that's such a richly unsettling character.
That's rough too.
Rough, very rough. Yeah, like every time he's on screen, I'm just very uncomfortable. I'm just like, God, I just want him to die so bad. It's like because he's such a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, what a movie. Yeah, so that was a ride. Yeah, let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, I watched the Coen brother movie called The Man Who Wasn't There. This is one of the most least talked about movies maybe they ever made. I had only seen this one time when I was a kid, so this is one I was long overdue to rewatch, and I love this movie personally. I think it gets all kinds of reactions from people, but basically it stars Billy Bob Thornton. It was made in 2001, but they made it in black and white. It literally feels like a movie straight out of the 40s, which is entirely. I think they were just trying to give this film a straight up noir kind of touch and tone about it. It's a great movie. It's all in the writing, I would say. But yeah, basically it's really really dry. It's almost one of the it's just completely dry from start to finish in tone. Billy Bob Thornton's a haircut guy, and he basically just kind of gets stuck in this mystery sort of scenario. Kind of some affairs going on and all that, and it just kind of gets him into a lot of trouble throughout the whole movie, and it just kind of gets him screwed up in a lot of ways without spoiling anything.
Yeah,
but it's brilliant in the way it's all told. I definitely would recommend if you just want a good slow burner, just. Kind of noir kind of tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frances McDormand's in it. Also, Scarlett Johansson's great in it. Yeah, it's a good cast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Almost not too much to say without having seen. It's just one I really recommend. Especially if you love the Coen brothers. I feel like it's got a lot of their trademarks, a lot of their sense of humor. Another one I'm really excited to talk about is rewatching Bringing Out the Dead. I'm trying to remember if I've talked.
No, I haven't seen that one. That's another Scorsese film, right?
It sure is. I think
Nicolas
it's probably my second favorite one, right under Casino. I think I put those as my personal two favorites right now.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm obsessed with the atmosphere of this movie. Yeah, it's in my top 5 overall
Yeah.
right now. I'm obsessed with Bringing Out the Dead, dude, because Nicolas Cage stars in it as a paramedic who is just completely possessed and haunted by just the lives he could have saved. And looking back, the whole movie is just kind of him just running around with a lot of anxiety, unable to sleep for days and days and days, and just trying to do the best he can with what he's got. But it's like sometimes like these forces are just a little bit too strong and corrupt, and it's like, well, when he can't do everything, he it's like he's addicted to it. Like he feels like he has to keep trying things. He's like a little different than how all the other paramedics are. But the whole movie, he's just kind of on a rush, basically. The whole movie feels like a nighttime adrenaline rush. It's worth checking out for its atmosphere, especially. And it was the same writer, Paul Schrader, who wrote Taxi Driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of bringing out a lot of those beats. But I would say this movie overall feels a little bit more upbeat in tone. Like, even though it's very dark and gloomy as well, I wouldn't say it's about as dark as Taxi Driver is.
Yeah.
Like, I would say this one has a lot more of a glimpse of hope to it in its own kind of way. But man, it's worth checking out. I think that's probably one of my favorite Cage roles. I'm a huge Cage fan, and I think that was just one where he really shines and just kind of being around a lot of insanity, and it's like it makes him go insane too, kind of thing.
Yeah, I would like to watch that. I mean, I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage too, so
yeah, I think it's right up your alley. It's an underrated movie. It's not talked about a lot in Scorsese's filmography.
Yeah.
I feel like it deserves more.
There's still so many Scorsese films I gotta watch, man.
His filmography is insane. I mean, it's like he's made so many underrated movies. He's made and it's like he's one of those guys. Like a lot of people, he's the guy who makes a lot of gangster movies. And it's like, oh no, he's made a little of everything.
Oh yeah,
he's all over the map, dude. Since the '70s, he's been going strong, and it's still to this day. It feels like he's made something in every single genre at this rate, minus like science fiction. He's tackled everything. It feels like. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
It is. Yeah, he's a remarkable one. Always to revisit. And I think that one right there is it's really one of the best ones. Yeah, it's got a great a very offbeat soundtrack too. I've always loved that about it. Like it has a lot of like Talking Heads, REM. I would say it kind of fits a new wave kind of aesthetic. I would say. So I really think you'd dig it if you.
I'll have to see if I find it.
Yeah, man, I really recommend that a lot. So yeah, that was a very memorable viewing. Yep. Odyssey, God, that was amazing. Captain America: Civil War is amazing. Yeah, I think that about covers everyone to really talk about in depth.
Man, that's good. That's pretty stacked.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know we still got about 8 minutes to kill.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a good time. Always a good time for movies, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been literally as we're talking, just watching this Batman Returns.
I know,
dude. I'm kind of tranced by the whole thing, you know.
Me too. I'm loving this better.
I need to watch. Yeah, I need to watch it. Really fully take it in, you know, with the sound and everything too.
I'm with you, dude. That's gonna happen very soon. I got it up here. Yeah, no, this is brilliant. I think Burton's aesthetic, man.
It looks like
better with age.
Yeah, it looks very gothic and gloomy, but at the same time very kind of polished.
It is polished,
it just looks good. Colors look really good here.
It does, and it's such a different take on it than the Nolan one. So it's like it's kind of fun going back to this.
Yeah, definitely.
This is also really phenomenal. Yeah, I really enjoy the Catwoman character here too.
Yeah,
this is great. It's such a different feel than like Dark Knight Rises. It's just yeah.
And I'm watching the Odyssey. I'm like sitting here. I'm like, You got Spider-Man, Batman in this. You got Catwoman with Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
You've got Punisher with John Bernthal.
Wow.
You've got
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's
Man.
Yeah, there's.
You always have to wonder if like Nolan or whoever cast is thinking about that stuff when they're going about it.
Like I just want
or if that's
Robert
just
Pattinson
coincidence.
to, when he's like in a serious line, just be like, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman, right? I know.
Yeah,
Relieve the
dude.
intensity of high stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But yeah, that's really.
Well, I'm looking forward to this weekend seeing Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
I can't
and,
wait, dude. That's gonna be phenomenal.
I'm excited to, it's been a good year for movies so far. I got still a couple movies I need to really watch, like Obsession. That came out on Peacock. I'm ready to watch.
I'm excited to hear your take on that.
I still want to watch Backrooms, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know. I need to see that. I'm still hearing about that one everywhere.
I know.
Man. I know. That's one I really need to get to that.
I can't remember if there's any other big movies in theaters that came out. Yeah, I mean, so far I'm happy I've been going back to the theater a lot lately. I haven't really, like, there was a couple of years there I just really didn't go to the theaters.
Yeah.
Last year and this year and in 2024 I felt like I was able to go to the theater quite like a little bit more, which is always nice. Like we saw a Scary Movie last month.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Oh, I saw Disclosure Day. Boo.
Disclosure sucks.
I know, dude. What's it like? Kaiser's like, I finally saw. He's like, I saw Disclosure Day. I loved it. I'm like, I'm glad you did. I don't know what to tell you. I just didn't really like it.
Man, that's just one of those movies, man. Yeah, it's a love it or don't.
I don't know.
You don't. I don't know.
I'm just happy I'm not the only one who's.
Oh no,
I feel like if
you're the majority.
I feel like if I was the only person that was saying I didn't like Disclosure Day, then I'd be like, okay, maybe I just was having a moment or something. I would.
It's not just you. It's majority of people that didn't like it. I could see the faults. Yeah, sometimes that was just that hit me. Yeah,
it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
People, you gotta. People love Spielberg too, man. I don't blame them. I get it.
I love Spielberg. I always love him more than I realize I do when I'm watching this stuff. I was like, wow, I really am a Spielberg guy.
Yeah,
turns out.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, Toy Story 5 is one of the best.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
God,
Toy Story 5
that was amazing.
is so good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah.
That was great. Seeing the drama earlier this year.
Yeah.
Did you see Project Hail Mary yet?
No, need to see Project Hail Mary.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that was my favorite of the year until the Odyssey happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm sure the Odyssey's going to win some awards.
I'm sure. It deserves it.
Yeah,
I hope so.
That's too much of a grand scale not to.
I'd
say. Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, it, man.
Well. That's all right, man. Good stuff. Well, I'm glad we got to kick back, and thanks for everybody who's been still tuning in and checking us out. We hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I was gonna do it live today, but I was like, yeah, we'll save it for another time here when we're kicking back. Yeah, I think that's probably it for me.
Yeah, right on, man, right on. Yeah, I guess I can chew up a little more time and maybe I'll just geek out a little bit on just I rewatched Everybody Wants Some kind of recently.
I need to rewatch that.
I might have geeked about a lot of Linklater on here already, but I'll just reinstate. I love Richard Linklater. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah,
for so many reasons, man. He just hits personal chords, and it's like you watch his stuff, and a lot of his stuff just feels so true to life, especially just like growing up in the 2000s era, like Americana feelings. Like his movies just convey what that feels like to such detail. It's like you watch his movies and it's like, oh yeah, you probably knew a version of this character, like you probably know a version of this character in your life, kind of thing. And Everybody Wants Some really had that feeling to it, just like carefree, just free spirited, just all right, like people just starting like it was right before college starts, and just everyone's just on a baseball team and everyone's just kind of got their own personality. Everyone's just kind of hanging out. A lot of people are kind of like almost a little overly macho, like trying a little too hard to fit in almost, but it's very realistic and it's like. Movies kind of have this way of like showing these characters you probably wouldn't want to. You almost like, do I really want to be around this energy? But then you watch the movie, it's like, yeah, I kind of do like that energy. Actually, it's like those people are very inviting, and usually those kind of characters are just gonna like put themselves out there, maybe embarrass themselves a little bit. But then it's like, well, aren't you glad they did it? Aren't you glad they did? They put themselves out with something, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He just kind of gives me that feeling of just life. Yeah, excitement.
Yeah, I mean, School of Rock still is probably my number one there. I think
you can't beat School of Rock.
Yeah, I've even put it on a couple more times already. It's been so good.
Right? I've watched it a few times lately.
Yeah, it's just fun to have on, and
so fun.
The music is good, and it's just great.
It's very
good,
very optimistic.
Feel good movie all around.
Really is, and that's just one of those movies. I'm just always. I think I'm going to wake up every day and I'm impressed that like Jack Black pulled all that off.
Oh yeah.
It's like. Yeah, so like in the beginning, he's just kind of like, oh, yeah, he's just on stage, like just doing all these over-the-top stage antics, and then it's like, all right, here he is just teaching a bunch of fifth graders. He's actually good at it.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the thing. Like he actually, once he gets his foot in, he rocks at it.
Yeah.
So cool, man. It never gets old. Yeah, I love Linklater, man. I'm really excited for you to check out the Before trilogy sometime.
Yeah, no, I'm wanting to. I think I'm ready to start watching that at some point
Right
too. I'm
on.
waiting for Wendy to tell me when. So.
Awesome, yeah, because I feel like that right there is probably like where his writing is at its all-time greatest. I mean, it's like the writing is brilliant because those movies are very tough to sell to people because it's almost like on a paper, it's really just two people walking around talking, but it's like it's just the way it's told, it's just the way it puts you in the moment. It is incredible. Like,
yeah,
1 and 2 are pretty similar, but then 3 kind of has its own kind of way of pacing altogether. But by the end of it, it's like, wow, that was just a damn masterpiece.
Hell yeah.
I think getting to that trilogy was like one of the best days of my life, dude. I remember watching the first 2 and then going to see the third one in theaters. Just, oh man, yeah, never forget that. And just when you rewatch them, they're just, God, the magic is just alive in those movies, and they're very down to earth in every sense of the word. So it's very easy to relate to it. Yeah, and Ethan Hawke, man, he's got the charisma.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Julie Delpy is
You
phenomenal.
mean that Blue Moon?
Yep, Blue Moon. That was
I need
another
to
one.
watch that one.
Brilliant. Yeah, that was the latest.
Really good.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's a little different than other Linklater movies, just because Ethan Hawke's a little more of an asshole type in this one, but he's so good at playing it. Just him just walking into a bar, that's it. Yeah, he just kind of has conversations with a bunch of people. You kind of just learn more about him. Kind of like. He's one of those guys, like, at first, like, all right, he feels like a challenging guy, but then it's like you kind of love him because it's like, well, deep down, he's kind of got a lot of melancholy to him, and it's really brilliant and subtle how the film paces everything out. It's like, well, what made him that way kind of thing. It's just so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Linklater's strength is. He's a writer, man. That guy just knows how to write his stuff. And the way he directs is just really, really energetic. Like, he just puts you in the characters. He makes you feel like he makes you feel human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Moon's awesome.
That's what's up.
Loved it.
Right on.
Right on.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys.
There we go.
Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater. There's a director right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
An all-star.
All right. Well, that's it. You good?
I'm
good?
set.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
That'll
We'll
do
do it again next time then.
Until next
Thanks for checking us out, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Until next time. Thanks for tuning in.